Before I went to France, I had this vague idea that I needed to go to somewhere and get some clothes for France, because there was a great article that said, here are the fashion things that you're supposed to wear when you're in France. You know, I wanted to make the right impression, you know. So I did something that I thought I would never do. That's right. I went to DFO, Direct Factory Outlet, the bane of every man's existence. And so I turn up there, and my first idea was to buy some boots. So I walked in there determined to buy some boots. Guess what happened? Do you find that when you try and use a smartphone or a desktop computer, you go to do one thing and you end up doing lots of other things? Early on in the history of computers, I had an Amiga computer, and I don't know if you remember about Amigas, but they were very famous because they were the first sort of home computers that could multitask. That means run lots and lots of things at the same time. I thought that was really cool, and that was always sold as a feature.
This is Amiga speaking.
And it seemed that you weren't really doing computing unless you had about 4 or 5 things that were doing different things open at the same time. I mean, you see that in Windows all the time. I wonder what that does to the mind. I do recall that despite being able to open a lot of windows, I'd rarely end up doing exactly what it was that I set out to do. It ended up doing a lot of other things. And that's the case with smartphones as well. So many times I've gone to open an email, I end up opening Facebook, buying something on eBay, answering a whole lot of emails that I had nothing to do with previously. I think we need to get back in control. I mean, these devices are very capable, but they are designed for distraction.
Try again here. Oh, you little son of a bitch. There we go, up into the... God damn it, God damn it!
So, I'm really going to make a big effort this week.
To constantly be checking your email to see what's new in your inbox. But that's a time management disaster if you're trying to make progress in your business.
If I am going to open email to do a particular thing, I'm going to do it. Yeah. Oh, that's right. We keep getting off track. Yeah, so I go into DFO to get these boots, and the boot shop is not open yet, so, well, actually there was a lot of boot shops, so I went from place to place, and then I saw a shirt shop, and I thought it'd be good to get some shirts, but no, those shirts were a bit too expensive, so I went to another place, and another place, and another place. At the end of the day, I ended up buying a whole lot of shirts from Tara Cash, which I've bought from before. There you go. And I bought a pair of boots which were awesome, but they were also a brand that I'd used before, so much for me getting something new. But even so, I was really pleased with my purchases, so there. So it wasn't too bad, but I got really distracted. So I guess it's a mental thing. It's not just to do with computers, but people do tend to get distracted, and things are set up to make them distracted.
Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next week.